that, single Pisces. Let's see what's coming in for you. I'm actually going to do a new spread today, so let me know if you guys like it down below. Friendly reminder, everything I have to offer can be found at my website, SweetSoulTarot.com. What's coming in for our single Pisces? This is my giving hand. So you could be feeling like you've been giving a lot lately. What is the overall past energy for you in love? Overall past energy for Pisces in love. Okay, some of you could have been married in the past. There was a dynamic that you were attached to that could have really harbored you from being able to see that you were being breadcrumbed, okay? You could have been stuck because you felt like this person was a soulmate, a twin flame. You were wanting some sense of balance, and it could have kept you from recognizing that there was more out there for you. Now, you might not have actually been married to this person, but there was someone in the past that you did grow something with, and it kept you from recognizing that there was breadcrumbing here. It could have even kept you out of a place of self-reflection. So you could have not really reflected a lot in that dynamic. What lesson did you learn from that dynamic? No choice is a choice. Yeah, there could have also been a wounded side of you that come out that could have looked at investments as a very practical and logical person. You grew a lot in whatever dynamic you had in the past, but you could have also recognized that you were attached to some sort of karmic. And you could have had to become in a masculine energy for you to recognize what investments looks like and why you kept watering something when that person couldn't do the same for you. It was like you were watering a person, a place, a connection, a dynamic when you didn't feel like it was watering you. And that could have been the lesson, is that you had grew past that connection, but you still were not taking yourself out of it because maybe you weren't able to see everything clearly until you started asking yourself those questions that you didn't really ask yourself. Yeah. And then it could have got you in a very guarded place, and it could have really made you see that an ending needed to take place, that the road, it's kind of like you got to a dead end, and instead of saying, oh no, we're going to make a road, we're just going to kind of go through the bushes and keep it going, you were like, nope, the road's done. Okay, we've got to stop now. Why have you not found the person you're meant to be with? Something here about divine timing and completing cycles. Okay? There's cycles here that you've been completing. This could have to do around work, but there's been a lot of work, effort, time, and dedication on your part. And until you're able to take all of that back, who you're meant to be with can't come in yet. So, let's say that these are people you're still learning lessons with, or let's say that this is a hobby or a career where it's just, you're not at a place in your life where you can allow someone to come in and you give them your everything. There is a lot of divine timing at play in your dynamic and your connections and the person that you're meant to be with. Because there's heartbreak and disappointment you're still needing to heal from. Some of you, you're needing to draw a line in the sand and say, I want a new beginning, and I'm willing to leave everything from here on out behind. Some of you are needing to do that. Some of you, it has to do with a collaboration you're still needing to heal from, where an offer has not been made. Has this been getting in the way of your future partner? Yeah, because there could be something here where you see someone as emotional fulfillment, but you're needing to have the strength to acknowledge that there could be something unhealthy here keeping you. So for some of you, the reason you've not found the person you're meant to be with is because there's still something you're needing to let go of. There could be some sense of sadness, heartbreak, or disappointment around timing, around what you haven't gotten and what you have. It's like, well, what you've given me isn't good enough. Okay, valid, but in the same sense, we have to recognize that maybe there is some sense of sadness and disappointment we've not completely let go of because what we thought we were meant to have or what we thought was going to be ours is not. And there is still a little bit of a grieving and a purging energy that has to come out because of that, okay? So that's the reason you've not met the person you're meant to meet yet, is because there is still a part of you that has to be released, has to be let go of. And it's a part of you that's hoping something is going to work out, unfold, when in reality, it's not what's best for you. What's the type of person you're currently attracting? You're attracting someone who keeps to themselves, someone who likes to keep information and things that they have going on close to their chest, someone who is a hard worker. You're attracting someone who is dedicated, determined. Yeah, you could be attracting someone where you do align when it has to do with values, morals, beliefs. You're attracting someone who isn't scared of doing the work, isn't scared of learning. There could be a little anxiety, fear, and worry that comes out of this person. You could be attracting someone who has a little bit of overwhelming thoughts and can even be scared when it comes to things working out to their benefit and them taking a leap. So the person that you're attracting could be a hard worker, could have the tendency to keep things close to their chest. They don't tell everyone everything that they have going on. But they could be a little worried about taking some sort of leap or a risk and it paying off if this is what's meant to take place. And they could be putting off approaching you when it's time because they're unsure. What are the strengths that you're bringing to a connection? Your manifestation power. Not only do you have the ability to say what you want, but you have the ability to go after it. You have the ability to bring endings. What you're bringing to the table is your ability to be able to carry burdens and make it look so effortlessly. Make it look so effortlessly. Make it look so effortless. So what you're bringing to the table is the ability to carry a weight of a dynamic. I would say that that's a strength. Growth. You're bringing a lot of growth to the table. Yeah, and especially with the Empress and the Ten of Wands, that's an energy, I think of like a mother or a father, the kind of person who will do whatever it takes for the family to eat, even if that means them going without. That's the kind of person you are, and that's what you're bringing to a connection, is an overwhelming amount of growth and strength and determination. You know who you are and you know what you want. And it gives you the ability to carry burdens that aren't even yours because you know that maybe that person needs help. That's what you bring to the connection, is a very loving, receiving, nurturing energy. Let me nurture you. Let me help you see that there is growth here. Let me help you carry this burden. You want a partner. There's a lot of aspects of you coming to the table. Holy shit. So right now you're showing up as 4 different people. And this is what you're bringing to the table. Not only do you have the ability to receive and show growth and have that very motherly, loving aspect of you where you're understanding, where you're compassionate, where you can put yourself in someone's shoes, but you also have the Emperor aspect to you where you have the ability to say, this is my life and I'm going to make it what I want. This is an action taker. This is the person that the whole family can rely on and say, wait, what are we supposed to be doing? You also have that aspect of you where you can come in and say, this is what we're going to do. And then you're also showing up as the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So you have this very, I don't care if anyone doesn't like me. I don't care what anyone's thinking or what they're saying. I know what I need to do. You're very confident, but you also have very firm boundaries. You're very practical and logical. You're very smart when it comes to your communication and how you're going to say it. And I do think there's something here where you kind of help this person shake up their stability and maybe their views. What are the weaknesses that you would bring into a connection? This can sometimes be something that we don't really recognize inside of ourselves, or something that we need to heal, okay? So what would be the weaknesses that you're gonna bring? The indecisiveness. So your weakness coming into a connection could be the indecisiveness of making a final decision and sticking to it. You could be unsure. As soon as you're sure, you're unsure. There could also be a little bit of discontentment or boredom that comes out of you. So you could have the tendency to get discontent. You could have the tendency to get bored with people. It's like, you're not showing me what I want. I'm discontent. I'm out. Sorry. That could be your energy. And that could be a weakness, is that you're a little bit all over the place. That's what I'm saying. You're a little bit all over the place. So you could need to work on that so it doesn't become a problem. There could also be something here where you're having a hard time seeing the opportunities you're being given, because you could be so discontent that it's got you questioning if there's even any choices to be made. It's like, you could have options, but you might not be happy with those options, so I don't have any options. When in reality, you do have options. They're just not options you want or options you're happy with. So that could also be a weakness, is you not recognizing a sense of discontentment coming out of you. Yeah. And there could also be a little bit of you moving very slowly, you having to be very confident in what's happening, or you're not going to move forward. Again, you're very strong, but I do see that you could get in your own way if you're not careful. There could be something here where if you're not careful, you get stuck in a nostalgic energy that could hold you back or keep you back in the past when you need to continue to move forward. And again, something here about not taking quick action. Now, quick action isn't always the best idea, but there is something here where you make a choice and then you second guess that choice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be with this person. Is this my person? Oh, is that a red flag? Oh, is that a character flaw, or is this just the way you are today? Like, there's a lot of questions going on in you, and that could be a weakness, so to speak. And again, it could have to do around a new beginning. Collaboration. Should you give into this? Should you entertain this? Okay. What needs to be healed or looked at? So the next partner that comes in can be a worthy partner. The indecisiveness, the back and forth, the I'm unsure when it comes to taking a leap or a risk. So a part of you needs to be healed more, because you're always unsure. You're unsure of someone's intentions. You're unsure if you can trust them, if that who they are is who they say to be. Remember that if people come towards you and they lie, they cheat, they steal, that's going to come back to them. Don't let that, or don't allow that to get in the way of you experiencing something amazing just because that person can be a liar or a cheater. Yeah, and then it puts you in a waiting energy. So something that needs to be healed and reevaluated on your part is the way that you are able to become indecisive and then say, well, let me wait. Let me take a chill pill. No. It's like you're always waiting for something better. You're always waiting for something more. Yeah. There could also be something here where some of you could be waiting for someone to come back, for some sense of unfinished business. And you could also be in a place where you're constantly indecisive. But I'm waiting for my ships to come in. I know they're coming in. And there could be something here where the person you're waiting on to take action could still be learning some sense of lessons, and they've still not learned those lessons, okay? And there could be some sense of balance and healing that needs to take place, not even just on their part, but on your part. But if you're waiting for them, it could be a blockage, and that's what needs to heal. Is why would you wait on someone if they're not showing up for you? If they're not actually taking the action to come towards you, why wait on them? Why put yourself in that boat? Why do you not deserve someone to show up for you? You got to ask yourself that. So for some of you, that's what needs to be healed and reevaluated, is there is this sense of indecisiveness. And again, a sense of, I'm discontent, I'm bored, so now I'm going to get stuck in a nostalgic energy and remember where times were maybe better. When in reality, you might be fantasizing something romanticizing something. I don't know why I said fantasizing. Some of you could be in a sense of fantasy land, needing to get out of that, needing to recognize that it could be getting you stuck into waiting for something that could not be coming, especially if someone is continuously going through a lesson over and over again and not making a final decision. It's like waiting for someone to get off a ride when that ride's been going for 8 hours. At what point are you going to say, okay, I've got to leave you here by yourself. This ride obviously isn't going to stop. But there you are. You're still waiting for that ride to quit. And that's what needs to be healed and reevaluated. Okay. Who's going to be the person coming towards you that you should invest in? There's going to be a message of good news or good communication coming in. It's going to come from someone who classifies herself as an emperor. So it's someone who has their shit together. It's someone who's ready to make some moves. It's someone who is healed, who is rested, who is reflected, and someone who's ready for a new beginning. This person's going to come towards you and let you know not only are they interested, but they're going to let you know what exactly they're interested in. This is someone who's wanting some sense of equal give and take. And again, they're wanting some sort of new beginning. When is this coming in? Two of Swords, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. This person could also be putting off making the choice to approach you. Thinking about some sense of investment, trying to listen to their intuition, but they're struggling. Why are they having a hard time listening to their intuition? Something to do with stability or a union, needing to take a leap, needing to take a risk. There could be a message of truth that's going to be spoke around how this person's going to approach you. So for some of you, this person's going to approach you in a very passionate way. And you're going to give them a message of bad news. You're going to be like, no, don't approach me like that. Slow that horse down. This is a 15 mile per hour zone. You going 40, slow it down. You're going to be very blunt, truthful, and honest to this person. So if this person tries to come in very passionately and not really listen to their intuition and just kind of take a risk and a leap, you're going to kind of put their horse, you're going to be like, nope, stop. Okay? Yeah. That's what I'm seeing. And that could end up completing some sort of cycle. Okay. So whoever this is, this person's been resting, renewing, and healing. They're wanting some sort of new beginning. They've been putting it off, a conversation or a choice. They could have approached you and not necessarily listened to their intuition when they did. They could have approached you prematurely. They could have approached you in this very passionate, player, young kind of former fashion. And again, you could have gave them a message of truth or a message of bad news. They could be recognizing that they haven't been listening to their intuition and they took a leap towards you and it didn't pay off. Again, they're not listening to their intuition. Give me more for how they're going to approach you. Give me more for how this person's going to approach you. There is going to be some sort of major change and transformation taking place. So this person's either going to approach you prematurely. It's going to be like they just broke up with someone, they'd approached you the same night. You're going to be in a place where you're like, oh, listen, Romeo or Juliet. We not rebound material, honey. No, you're going to give them a message of truth or a message of bad news of like, listen, playa, I ain't playing with you. Get your play ass out of here because we ain't doing this. And then there's going to be some sort of major change and transformation that's going to take place. It's like this person's either going to complete some sort of cycle or they're going to completely recognize, oh wait, I did approach you in the wrong form, the wrong fashion. And then they're going to take another leap towards you, okay? Your intuition's going to tell you, you need to listen to your intuition on whether or not you should allow this person to come towards you. Yeah, they're going to try to move out of rough waters into calmer waters. So again, this could be someone who is going to approach you in a way that you're not necessarily going to appreciate. They could think that you're going to date them or entertain them sooner or earlier in a form or a fashion that you're not going to. You know, this could be someone who's like, but listen, I thought we were going to go out and I was going to be able to be with you tonight. Male or female, it does not matter. They could get a message of bad news that, hey, no, you ain't going to be with me in any way, shape, or form until I'm ready. And then you could find out that they actually had something else going on behind the scenes that they were closing that they just hadn't told you yet. And it could be because they weren't necessarily listening to their intuition when they approached you. Something could have been kind of going up in flames, but in the same sense, they approached you in a form or fashion before it was up in flames. And then again, I see you saying no. Then major change and transformation is going to take place. So they're going to completely close that cycle, whatever that looks like. And then they're going to say, hey, let's get to a place of peace. How can we get there? It might take us some time, but I want to take a leap, and I want to take a leap towards you. That is things being made fair. Yeah, but there could be differences here. So there's going to be some sort of argument, conflict, disagreement that's going to take place. So whoever you have coming in that's new, there is going to be a disagreement here. Yeah, because there's a blockage or something. The Two of Swords could be a decision that's been put off, or there could also be a blockage here that's been getting in the way. There could be jealousy. There could be petty arguments, conflict. Yeah, there's going to be communication. Communication around the confusion, the illusion. So there's going to be a conversation. It's like if this person comes in and goes, okay, I got it fixed. Let's get back together. Let's do this. I actually want to be with you. I told you I did. You said you couldn't be with me because I don't live here, because me and Nancy weren't divorced yet, or me and Chris weren't done talking. We're done now. And you're going to be like, yeah, I know. But you know, I'm still a little pissed that you did A, B, C, or D. And then there will be a conversation that will unfold where both of you are going to be able to learn something, okay? This person's going to tell you, there's just something here. I can't put my finger on it, but I needed to take action. I need you to know that I'm sorry, but there is something here. So, single Pisces, you've got someone approaching you who is going to apologize for something. They're going to take a second leap towards you, okay? The first one, they fell flat on their face. You gave them a message of bad news. They then went and took some sort of action. I don't know exactly what the action is. And now they're coming back. There again will be some sense of an argument taking place, but this person wants to get to a place of peace. There will be communication here that will unfold. Give me some more. This is very confusing for me. This could involve a marriage. It doesn't have to. Regret. Yeah, someone's feeling remorse. You will be getting an apology, finding time to enjoy one another, and then we have children. So children could be involved. Wanting a second chance. Be careful of this dynamic becoming very unbalanced. I am seeing that there could be a connection coming in where it's very passionate, but it's very unbalanced. And they just want you to be aware of that, okay? There could be someone here that didn't want to leave someone, and you could get an apology from that. You could hear, well, you know, I couldn't leave because of the children. Children are important. We decided to raise our children together and not necessarily separate, even if we hate each other. You will get an apology, something to do with why they did what they needed to do. And they have regret. Again, you're going to get an apology. But they're telling you to be aware that there could be a reunion, coming back with one another. Doesn't have to be someone you've dated, but it could be. This could just be someone who approached you again in a manner where you were like, now you know you in a relationship. Why are you approaching me? Well, they're getting out of that relationship. Guess what? They're about to approach you again. And you could be having to tell them, hey, listen, I'll enjoy time with you, but I don't necessarily agree with what you did and how you did it. And if you think that I'm just going to kind of teeter and be like, well, you're right, you did what you had to do. I'm seeing you having a argumentative energy. I'm seeing you arguing with this person and saying, no, I need to learn something here. Because you trying to make you sound like you did what you needed to do, but I'm telling you I don't agree with that. So there will be a conversation taking place. Where is this supposed to go? Be careful, Five of Swords. Be careful of this person doing what they need to do to get what they want. Again, this could be someone who is like, well, yeah, we said we wouldn't separate, but now that I found what I want, I'm ready to separate. This could be someone, I heard someone say this the other day. What do they call them? I'm seeing a monkey swinging from branch to branch. It could be the kind of person that won't leave one person until they have their next person ready. It's like, I can't get out of this relationship until I'm in the next one with you. So be careful of that, because there could be someone approaching you where there's passion, but this person could definitely be approaching you as soon as they're out of something else. I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So just be aware. And it could become very unbalanced very quickly if you're not careful, okay? So I'm gonna leave that here because I'm really confused, but obviously someone needed to hear this. Have a blessed day.